Welcome to another episode on our channel. We're going to open up this box and see what we have. Normally, I would pause because there's a Hot Toys box or something like that. But this is coming in a bigger box, so I already have my X-Acto knife ready. This is a very large box. I'm glad they put the word fragile on it. So we will see what we have. Okay, it's the Falcon. Okay, good. From Winter Soldier. You can see there are crinkles at the top of the box. I don't think I had to point them out. As I've always said, it's always better if you do have damage that it be on the back of the box. Actually, I see damage all over the place, so I guess it doesn't much matter. Okay. Yeah, so on this side you can see, here's a little ding. And at the top, or on the side, I should say this side, it's like this is peeling away. And on this side, I think, yeah, right here, there's a little ding there. And there are probably more that I don't even see. This is someone, well, I don't think it was the mailing process that damaged the box. It probably went in that way is my guess. Because there was a lot of protection around the box. So anyway, well, the box is very, the picture of this guy is very good. So this is obviously the new Captain America. And it's from the Falcon, Winter Soldier. So let me pause and inspect the damage to the box first. So we'll pause for a second. We are back, and there is definitely damage to the box, but it's not catastrophic. And I've been wanting this figure, so sometimes you get great boxes and sometimes you don't. I can live with the dings here and there. This is obviously Anthony Mackie, who plays Sam Wilson in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And let me get this thing off. There we go. And it has two shells to it. So there's the first one. Okay. And as expected, you would want a variety of hand choices. So we have open hands. I really like open hands a lot. We have grasping hands. And we have closed-fisted hands. All right. Lots of hand choices. And then he has relaxed hands on him, which is typically what takes place in these situations. And an extra set of wrist connectors. Again, I love it when they include those things. So we'll put those out of the way. All right, and let's see. The figure itself. He's been displayed. He doesn't even have the plastic wraps around his feet or his hands. He does have something on his head. It's like a parachute on his back. All right. So there he is. Sam Wilson, the new Captain America. All right. That's a very good outfit. Appears to be a very good likeness of him. All right. I am not sure what this is. It looks like something that should fly. I'll figure it out. All right. And of course the shield. Yeah, and the thing to place the arm through so it can be held. That's a very good looking shield. They used to have problems with shields where things would flake off over the course of time. I think they fixed that problem since for a while now. Wow. The wings. Look at that. These things are enormous. Gigantic. Wow. That's just one wing. And the other one, wow. Beautiful colorings. And we have the instruction booklet, which has no plastic around it. We have the stand. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And this stand, of course, will have an attachment that allows the figure to fly. So it's one of these bendable attachments. Hopefully it goes in easy, and it does, which is good. Okay. And then, of course, this is different. Looks like another attachment. Maybe to support the wings? We'll figure that out. This supports the body, though. Okay. All right, and I think that's going to do it. So, I'm still looking at the enormous wings. So we'll pause, and I'll try to get him together and into a pose that I like. So we'll be back in a second. We are back, and here is Sam Wilson. He's looking pretty darn sharp in his outfit, and the colors are just vibrant and full of life. I am going to choose to have him either in a hovering or a flying position, so I have his legs bent back and his arms away from his body. The glasses don't come off, so you should know that. Don't try to pry them off. That won't work. But the challenge is getting him together. So he has what appears to be like a, like a parachute on his back, but this is where his wings obviously will go. The best way to get, and these are in 3 pieces, the best way to get these off is to grab it by the bottom and pull up from the bottom. So just pull it up and it will come out. That's your first piece. And then from the bottom, pull up. There's your second piece. And from the bottom, pull up. And there's your third piece. And then when you see him in the back, you'll probably notice more than 3 pegs, but the 3 peg holes, I shouldn't have said pegs, peg holes. The 3 peg holes are where the wings go. So that's our next challenge. So let me put him down and bring the wings into view. there's quite a bit of articulation possible with these wings. You can keep bending them and shaping them and so forth. But I don't, if you own they feel kind of fragile. If you own this, you don't really want to take too many risks, I don't think. But they do move. That's the cool thing. So you can position them. Now, there is this gray piece here that connects one wing to the other. Before you put that in, what I would do is take off these two pieces here, because that's exactly where the ball joints are. And on the gray piece are where the balls are, the balls that go into the ball joint. So you really want to get a good position and push down and get it settled into that ball joint. But you don't want that piece on there underneath it, because it could break while you're pushing that down. So once you do get them in, and they're settled in very nicely, then you should go back. Make sure not to hit myself here. And put these things back on. So this will, let me turn it around. There we go. That's better. So this will go here. And this one will go here. They snap on rather easily. All right. Now the challenge is to get the wings on Sam Wilson. So I would just turn them around, line the 3 triangular shaped pegs up with the 3 holes, and hopefully gravity will be your friend, which it is, except this piece came off, so now I have to put it back on. So he has his wings on now. And doesn't it look awesome? Oh my gosh. On the back, though, there'll be kind of an ugly space here in the middle. What you want to do is take this piece that you took off earlier. I think I would start from the top and just go down until I can snap it into place. So that looks much nicer. All right. Now there's supposed to be a transparent, a clear, like a joint that's shaped like a J. And one piece goes into this backpack or whatever he has, parachute looking like contraption. It just fits in there. And then this slips over it. That appeared to be missing in the package I have. But that's not an insurmountable problem, and I'll show you why. Even though I hope the owner who sold this to me, the previous owner, still has that piece, so I can have a complete set here. Here's the stand. All right, so it comes in several pieces. We've got the main stand where the piece that will connect the figure to the stand goes. So you put this around the midsection of Sam. Then there's another piece here that you put over this piece. It's, let me just take this out. It's just a piece that if you look at the top, there's a hole in it. Make sure that that hole is facing upwards. Make sure then it comes down to rest on this piece here. And then this piece, which you can bend to your heart's content, is where this piece goes, like a drone. So this just fits into the hole here. And once you get it in, you can start messing around with the position of this piece. All right, however you want it to to go. It's pretty cool, actually. So what I wanted to do was have him in a hovering position or flying position. So I'm going to try to put him in and achieve that. And he is on there pretty good. All right, maybe with the feet out just a touch. All right, maybe the head up a bit more. And maybe not as pointed away. I think that works. Well, you have so many options here in terms of posing. It can be more straight if you want it to be, or looking in the opposite direction that he's looking in. You know, so many ways to do this. Again, the thing that's most disappointing is there's a piece that's missing to put the shield on. So with that J-shaped piece, it would fit underneath what appears to be a parachute. There's a little slot up here. Let me turn it a bit more here, not get hit. There's a slot in here that it would fit into, right in here. And so then it would form basically like a J, and then you would slip this over it so that it would rest in place against his wings. But the neat thing is that even with that piece missing, just the fact that you have this stand, if you line it up where these two straps just go into the middle of the wings, it will pretty much stay in place, just like that. So even with that piece missing, he still works this way. But I am going to try to see if the owner just missed that piece when he or she packed it and sent it off to me. So I think he looks pretty good. The only thing I might do is just bring his head back even more, so he's a little more visible. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe point this up a bit more. Yeah, maybe have that facing actually where he's looking. So many possibilities. And again, the wings have a lot of articulation. I just don't want to, they just feel a little fragile to me. So there's a part of me that just doesn't want to do too much, with the wings other than to get him on his body. In fact, I'll snap that back into place. All right. So we will pause. I'll take a deep breath because, this is so beautiful, but I just don't want to mess anything up. We are back, and we're going to kind of do a roundabout so you can see him from different angles, and I'll try not to get hit along the way. But he looks pretty good in this flying position. Now you can see his face a bit better here. And I'm watching that wing because I am going to have to move back, way back, not to get decapitated. There's the shield looking sharp. I think I'll stay back here while the other one passes by. Ooh, that almost got me. But you can see how large the wingspan is with this figure. Now, you can round again, there's articulation here. You can round the wings even further. I just don't want to tempt fate right now. Maybe after a while I will. In our next video that involves figures, we'll bring him back and pose him with Bucky so you can see them side by side. All right. Let's get some close-ups of him as well. And so we'll pause and get the camera more focused on him from here on up. Oh, he's flying. Anyway, all right. We'll pause right now. So we'll just kind of do a roundabout here so you can see a few more details closer up. You can actually see his eyes through the sunglasses. Look at those gorgeous wings. The colors are so vibrant again. And that shield is staying in place. And I'm trying not to get hit again. All right. And one more time, not get hit. All right. Wow. He looks fantastic. All right. Let's see if we can get a close-up of his face. I'll try to turn his head up so we can see more details in his face. Here's a close-up of his face, and you can actually very much see his eyes even through the glasses. Hot Toys, I think, got it absolutely right. This does look like Sam Wilson, portrayed by Anthony Mackie. Here's one last look at our figure. I decided to show you a side view with him. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, have a great day.